to try to provide training and economic and educational enrichment and things along that line to make it the best possible situation that we can. There is no magic wand. Communities all over are struggling with retaining these types of employees in difficult times. The other thing we are doing with our police department is reimagining how we serve our citizens in the 21st century, and I'm proud that our chief has done that and working with his staff, focusing on community policing, focusing on training, resulting in additional finances and additional positions to better serve the department, to give a better quality of life, and to better serve the citizens of the city of Radford. So really all of the above approach makes a difference when you're trying to take care of people and to let them know that you do appreciate them and that you support their efforts in our community. Thank you.
Kelly.
So, as I said, I've spent a lot of the time before and after when my daughter was in school on the McCart PSA. And the things that they do are phenomenal, that we do are phenomenal. They spend a ton of time and a ton of money and effort making sure that the teachers have a break, make sure that they have resources that they need. And I think we need to get the community a little bit more involved and let them know what the issues are. Same thing with the police. I've talked to several out there, and I'm excited to go on ride-alongs. I think that would be a lot of fun to actually immerse yourself. You learn so much more when you immerse yourself in the issues that you have. And I've heard that they need, their aging equipment, and need firing ranges and training, and the teachers have a long laundry list of things as well. So I think we need to get involved as a community for sure and make sure that we can give them every resource, because it may not be financial resources that we can give all the time. Thank you.
Bobby?
I've been in upper management for a little bit over 40 years. Most of it's upper management. The biggest way to retain people, are they happy? If they are happy, they do the recruiting. Happy people tell their family. Then their family come to work for you. So in the restaurant industry, it's hard to staff people, as we all know. But we deal with it in this town here. But if people are happy and they're being treated right, normally people stay. Of course, depends on the family issues or whatever problems they're having, but we try to work with them on that. As far as people leaving a job or any career, the question is, why did they leave? And if we don't do exit interviews, if you do an exit interview with someone, you'll learn more than you would learn any other way. Just do an exit interview. They'll be truthful. They'll tell you exactly what's on their mind, because they have nothing to lose. When you do that, you'll find out what's wrong and how you can fix it. And the other thing, every company has a open door policy. The open door policy, it's good to have. A lot of times, employees don't trust it. They're concerned about the results when they find out that they complain. So you can take care of your people, do an exit interview, find out what's going on, and you can retain it. Now, I think that's the biggest thing that people need to do. Thank you.
Jesse?
This is my wheelhouse. First of all, let me just say, if anyone is interested in doing a ride-out, the chief is probably going to get on me, but you can do a ride-out now, so you don't have to be on council. So anyone, if you're interested and you're over 18, you can still do that. When I was on school board, the first thing we did is we were looking at their steps. As you know, when you're with the organization so many years, there's a step, and we found a lot of gaps in that, and the first thing we did is try to rectify that, and I know that's something they're still working on today after I've left. With our first responders, one of the things that we've initiated is a real career path for them. So they too have steps. They're going to be honored for the years of service in our community. We've looked at aggressively paying them correctly, and just as Chad said, you don't always have to create the wheel. there is a shortage of officers, and I think, last I heard, we are fully staffed, yes, except for a couple new positions that we have. So we are having to remain very competitive with our benefits, with our pay, and quite frankly, there was room to grow in that we have very aggressively done, because they do deserve our respect. And a part of, again, my writing out was, I'm a veteran, and what I have found is it took them a good while to trust me, to tell me what their needs were, and not just say, yeah, we're good, we're fine. They'll make do with what you give them and do the best they can and be innovative. But one thing this council did is we're making sure that they're outfitted to be safe and also to keep our community safe. And as far as resources to them, we have 6 police vehicles, we have a new ambulance ordered, so, and as well as other smaller things that make a big impact on their well-being. So these career paths, these career steps have been imperative. Thank you.
And Seth.
Yeah, I think not only in Radford but nationally, these are 2 of the hardest professions to be in right now. And we're losing good teachers and good police officers, not only in the city but nationwide. I think one of the most important things that we can do is to show them that we support them. I have many police officers that I call friends. I know that we have good men and women here in the city that are protecting us, and I appreciate them every day. And making sure that they feel appreciated by this council, and I'm sure they do. And the citizens goes a long way. They're doing a hard job, and to be appreciated and acknowledged does go a long way. And as far as the school goes, I think that the Radford City Schools has been one of the crown jewels in this city for a long time. It's a reason that a lot of people do decide to call this place home, and just making sure that we work closely with school board and school administration to try to meet their needs and provide for them, I think is something that the city needs to do. Thank you.
30 seconds.
He has a 30-second rebuttal. David?
It's not so much a rebuttal per se, but I just wanted to point out real quickly in 30 seconds to Jesse's point and to Bobby's point as well. We are doing a lot of these things by bringing new money to the city of Radford, whether it's through grants, through federal dollars, through state dollars. That's where our folks have found ways to get things done, not just with the tax dollars that are generated in Radford, but with new money. Exit interviews are crucial. We make good use of those. We constantly gauge where our employees are, whether it's us meeting with them directly, as Ms. Foster and I both have done, or other ways about it as well.
Thank you. And just a reminder that you all do have the opportunity for a rebuttal, 30 seconds. If you would like, just raise your hand and I'll acknowledge you. Yes, sir, 30 minutes. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, sorry.
My sister's a teacher in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, and she has told me many times how she has to spend her money to buy resources, to buy supplies for her students. I believe that we need to find a way to somehow fund the teachers so they would have to spend money out of their pocket in order to buy supplies for the students.
Yes. 30 seconds.
I can't use this. Likewise, I mean, when I'm talking, I'm just telling everyone what I'm hearing, what I hear from people. They're telling me, and and it's just a matter of digging in. You never really know a person until you sit down with them and talk to them. And once you create that bond, they feel like they trust you, then they'll open up. Otherwise, they're not going to do that. So that's it.
Seth, 30 seconds.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to add is the ride-alongs are great, and I'd also like to take us to look at the Citizens Academy coming back. I believe that was a really good way for the police officers to interact with a lot of the citizens, and I think that was an asset that I'd like to see the city bring back.
All right, so Chief, get ready for all these ride-alongs. Got a lot coming your way. So we're going to shift our focus a little bit, really to talk about the assets and the beauty here in Radford and how to capitalize on them. And the question that we have is, Radford has several strong assets. Among them are Radford University and the New River. How would you exploit these assets to improve the city, including, should we accept N&W's offer of the unused railroad bridge at Bissett Park for money. I'm going to read that again because I can't see very well. I probably should have worn my glasses instead of my contacts. But the question is, how would you exploit these assets to improve the city, including should we accept N&W's offer of the unused railroad bridge at Bissett Park for money? No, for $1. We'll read that one more time. Did y'all get it? I did until just now, so we'll read it one more time. One more time. Thank you, whoever wrote this question. It's fabulous. It's excellent. How would you exploit these assets to improve the city, including should we accept N&W's offer of the unused railroad bridge at Bissett Park for $1? And so we will start this question off with Bobby.
I knew it was pretty much.
I
I don't know if I answered the question, but I think the New River is a gold mine. I think that's, I backpack, I hike, mountain bike, love the AT, love the trails here, love living here, it's so convenient. Every drive here is a 5-minute drive, you know. And regarding, you know, I think the New River, I think it'd be a great place for campgrounds. I think that's, you know, one place we can start. And as far as the bridge for $1, I'm not quite sure, you know, I don't know about that one. That's it.
Okay. That's okay. Kelly?
Yeah, I always want to investigate offers that we have. I mean, anything for $1, a bridge for $1 sounds like a good deal, but I'd like to look at it a little bit more thoroughly to make sure. I think the bridge is a great asset. I think we do a lot of stuff on the river. You know, our largest park is there. There's a lot of water, you know, tubing that we do, which is one of my favorite things. Great playgrounds, great community events. It's a really great place. RU is also a huge asset. They're almost half of Radford. I think we need to make sure that that we have a good friendship between Radford and RU to continue to make sure that we prosper together and make sure that Radford and RU benefit from each other.